So all for shizzledism. We got an excellent show here today. So the title is now this is part one. Part two, I'm going to give a breakdown on Saturday. Um, so part one. So process and procedure, or procedure and process. So what am I referring to? I'm referring to the impeachment process. So there's in the Fannie Willis case, there is two things that's threatening her position. Number one, on the 15th, you're going to have Fulton County, um, the judge, the same judge that's in the Trump case, Judge McAfee. He's going to determine on the 15th whether to disqualify Fannie Willis. Well, they're going to have a hearing on the 15th regarding Fannie Willis and Mr. Wade, which um, on that day, Ashley Merchant is going to bring evidence to show improper relationship. Now, I believe the judge has the option to disqualify her. This is what I've heard. This is some of my research. Um, and Fannie Willis be facing that. If she survives that, there's also an impeachment case. So she's either looking at disqualification or and or or impeachment. Now the impeachment, her likelihood of surviving that is really not good. You know, there's an old saying, the district attorneys, they can impeach a ham sandwich. Well, guess what? The Senate can impeach a ham sandwich. So district attorneys can impeach and impeach. I'm sorry, they say DAs can indict a ham sandwich if they want to. Well, the Senate can impeach a ham sandwich. And what do I mean by that? Meaning that the bar is very low for impeachment. You don't have to have a whole lot of reasons to give the power over to the Senate to impeach somebody. Now, the person who drew up the impeachment proposal was actually from the Congress, Georgia Congress. It's a lady out in Miss Bird, who's out in Woodstock County, Georgia, and she drew up the 89. She drew up the articles of impeachment, and let me tell you, that thing is long. Remember, keep in mind that the it doesn't take much to impeach, and she has like about I want to say about she has about 9 to 10 counts against her. It could be more. I just kind of went through it, man. It was 10 pages, so it was 10 pages, and um, again, let me say this because I think Fannie Willis is going to come with an argument saying she didn't break no law, which that remains to be seen. But let's just say hypothetically, she did not break the law. Guess what? You don't have to break the law in order to be impeached here in Georgia by the Georgia Senate. You know, and when you talk about a grocery list of reasons to impeach, it's long. And that's what I'll be showing y'all on Saturday. I'll be showing y'all the long list of impeachments, reasons for impeachments that she had drafted up. And let me tell you, it is something else. Of course, one of those reasons for impeachment is improper relationship. So you got Hold on, y'all. Uh, you got improper relationship, which is a justification for impeachment. You also have mismanagement of funds. You also have, man, like I said, I'm trying to remember off gate, but what I will do again Saturday is I will go down list by list and explain every one of them. Like I said, it's 10 pages. So it's about 9 or 10 uh, different reasons for the draft of the impeachment for Fannie Willis. And let me tell you, it's pretty solid. It's pretty solid. I don't see her surviving that. She has a 50-50 chance of surviving the Fulton County. Like I said, the judge, he was lenient on her before, but again, she can be disqualified by the judge, but we'll see. Mr. McAfee, we'll see if he'll go that route. But like I said, even if she's able to survive that, she's not out of hot water because this impeachment, chances are she's not going to survive the impeachment. So again, she might is a 50-50 chance she might survive the disqualification, but the impeachment, I don't think she's going to survive that. Now they're saying, now let me say this: if you disqualify or impeach Fannie Willis, that ends the case right there. What's going on, twin? That ends the case. Now you got people like MD who come on here and talk about, or even fake news media, CNN talking about, oh, we could just assign it to somebody else. I mean, we could be, if you want to play naive and act like, play pretend like the White House ain't got nothing to do with it, we could do that. But it's a waste of y'all time because um, the regular Congress, the federal Congress, not only is going to want, not only going to, they're going to want an inquiry about the whole mishandling of federal funds from the leaked audio from this. I think her name was damn. What was her name? By Miss Amanda Timpson. By Miss Amanda Timpson. So the Congress is interested in that, and mind you, Marjorie Taylor Greene already filed a former complaint. So now, yeah, this thing is snowballing with even the federal Congress. So it's snowballing. So they want to know all about the federal funds, and they're going to dig deep. And here's my remember when I said they're giving Fannie Willis a chance to come clean and just back off? Well, you had Mr. Wade's wife, number one. That was one witness right there. Number two, you got Amanda Thompson, which is number two. What Fannie Willis fails to realize is that the government has somebody in that office, if not two people in that office, as we speak right now. So the whole Amanda situation, the whole Magic Thompson, the one who released the audio, that's nothing. They got an inside person. It might be two inside people inside the Fannie's camp, and they will more than likely, like I said, it depends on how far this whole court case on the 15 goes. Um, if Ashley Merchant is allowed to do witnesses, you're going to see Jocelyn Wade, which is Nathan Wade's ex-wife. You're going to see Amanda um, Timpson. I think that's her name, Timpson. I apologize if I mispronounce her name. And you're also going to see, this is my prediction, Mr. Curry. Mr. Curry. Mr. Curry is the guy that Amanda was complaining about. Now, y'all might be like, well, Blackson, why do you say that Curry is going to be a witness stand? Because Mr. Curry is an agent. Mr. Curry is a federal agent. Anytime you have a situation where Amanda Timpson was complaining about Mr. Curry not knowing what he's doing and jeopardizing him being a jeopardy to the office, yeah, that was correct. And what Fannie Willis is so, she don't even understand, that sounds like an agent. I think Mr. Curry is an agent. I think he deliberately caused you know, he was deliberately mishandling funds to build up a case, build up a federal case because he's a federal agent. It's not unlikely that you have federal agents that do clandestine 21 Jump Street operations. If y'all know 21 Jump Street with Johnny Depp back in the day, it was a TV show with undercover cops. So when I refer to 21 Jump Street, I don't know, y'all might be too young. If y'all old enough, then y'all know what I'm talking about when I say 21 Jump Street. So when I say clandestine 21 Jump Street operations, a lot of time the feds, they will instigate a lot of stuff. And it sounds like this Curry, when you listen to the story of that thing, even though you didn't hear Mr. Curry's verse, but when you heard uh, Amanda Thompson complaining in that thing when she was going to Miss Fannie Willis for complaint, it was just like that was some straight instigating shit. Like, who does that? Well, the feds do that. Again, the feds, that is feds do what they call textbook thuggery. Textbook thuggery. Remember that word, textbook thuggery. What is textbook thuggery? So textbook thuggery is a person who reads a textbook on thuggish behavior and then acts that out in real life. It's not organic. Like, you have people that are gangster and thugs organically, but then you have people who are agents who study it and think this is how the gangster and the thugs are supposed to act. And then they really wow out and they instigate a lot of situations, and that sounds like what happened here in Miss Fannie Willis's office. And like I said, usually if you study how agents move, if you study how agents move, a lot of them, if you study how agents move, a lot of them instigate a lot of things just unnecessarily. So um, that's my prediction. And a lot of times, like I said, if you understand how agents work, they don't just send in one agent, they usually have two agents. They usually send in two agents when they have some type of, when they want to instigate some stuff, they usually send in two agents they don't send just one agent by themselves undercover. So it sounds like Mr. Curly or Curry, is it Curly or Curly? Curly, whatever his name is, the one that instigated that got Miss Amanda fired. Yeah, he sound too emboldened. If y'all listen to that, he sound from the story sound too emboldened. He sounds like an agent. Don't be surprised if this man. Don't be surprised because um, a lot of this stuff going on in Fannie Willis' office are inside jobs. It's happening right now. Like, I thought about it. I'm like, damn. You know, Jocelyn Wade, which is um, Nathan Wade's ex-wife, has a lot of information. And this Amanda, oh man, he's flying on that motorcycle. Amanda Tom Timpson, she has a lot of information, but there's somebody still in feeding information. There's somebody in that office that's leaking stuff out, that's slowly like cutting away at Fannie Willis, man. It's somebody in that office that is a damaging witness. So what we've seen so far is nothing. There's still either one or two more witnesses that's going to come out. And they gave Fannie Willis a chance to back away. And she's supposed to sign a statement today. If she doesn't back away, expect to see two more people come out. Two more damning witnesses come out. Expect to see it from now till the 15th. Expect to see two more people come out. And the way they're working, I think they're going to slow drip both of these witnesses. So we got, wait, today is the second, and then the 15th is in, let's see, 2 to 3 weeks. Let's just say roughly 2 to 3 weeks, you got 7 days in a week. So 15, today's the second. So it might be, yeah, they might release one week and another week. One might even be a surprise witness. They're going to release one more witness and they're going to have a surprise witness, and it's going to end her. Like I said, so more than likely it should disqualify her. But even if she survives the disqualification from the judge, she will not get past the impeachment. I promise you. What's going on, Twin? What's going on, Willie Odom? That's the same thing I'm thinking. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because Willie, think about it, yo. It's too much information coming out on her. And like I said, the information, I don't discredit Jocelyn Wade, which is good information with the receipts with the cruise ship and the plane, and also this Amanda coming out with the recording. But they got more stuff. This is just to give her a chance to back away. They showed these two witnesses just so she can give her a chance to back out. She's so damn dumb, she ain't gonna back out. They got some real damning witnesses waiting on her. There's at least two more waiting on her. So they're going to give her a chance, and then they're going to release another witness either later this week, sometime next week, and right before the 15th. They might wait until the actual day and bring the witness. Who knows, man? But I know, regardless if the judge decides, okay, you know what, we're not going to disqualify Miss Fannie Willis, they're still going to bring that witness out. And those witnesses are going to be damning. Like I said, Fannie Willis thinks she's going to escape. Like I said, if she don't get disqualified by the judge, but the Senate is looking at all this. You can run, but you can't hide. Yeah, right. Because again, the Senate, she might, again, she has a 50-50 chance of escaping the judge's disqualification, but she will not escape the Senate. She is not going to escape the Senate. The Senate has the power to impeach her, and they don't need they do not need the governor's signature. They don't need the governor's signature. The Senate can goddamn impeach her all by themselves. And they have subpoena power. Yeah, they have the power to goddamn do her in. So again, if she escapes the disqualification from the judge, which is on the 15th, the Senate is going to get her. So there it is. The best thing for her to do, but the Biden administration won't allow her to do it, is to resign. Either resign or recuse herself from the case, or take a leave of absence. But Biden administration is saying no, we want you to goddamn go forward with this case, because without her and without them controlling her, there is no case. Nobody in Georgia is not going to take, let's just say that, okay, Fannie Willis, her and our office gets disqualified. Nobody's not going to take that case. Nobody wants that case. That case is so damaged, man. It's damaged goods. Nobody's not going to want it. That's why Biden is forcing Fannie Willis to move forward with this case. The Biden administration is forcing them. They're saying, no, we need you to goddamn continue with this case, because this is all they got. Because Jack Smith case, that one's done. There will be no conviction from Jack Smith, and so that the DC case, the J6 case, and the documents case, the J6 and the documents case, they're not happening before the election. So this is the only one they got. This is the only long shot Hail Mary that they got, is the Fulton County. And again, the Fulton County, like I said, the Senate, you don't have to commit a crime. They can impeach you on ethics violation. That's what the mainstream media is not telling y'all. See, the mainstream media, they'll try to cover it up and say, oh, well, Fannie Willis didn't commit a crime, which she did. They're going to find that she embezzled that money. They're going to find that she got kickbacks. But let's just say that they try to ignore it. The Senate don't have to. The Senate can impeach her simply for having an improper relationship, ethics violation. They can impeach her on that. There is no, when it comes to impeaching a DA, the Senate don't even have to give a reason. They don't even have to give a reason. I mean, they have a formal reason. They have, like I said, they have about 10 pages. But again, you don't have to commit a crime in order to be impeached. So Fannie Willis can say, well, I haven't committed any crimes, I'm innocent, and I can date who I want. Okay, well, you know what, you violated your oath of office, and that's an ethics violation, and so we are going to impeach you. And we do not need Governor Kemp's permission to impeach you. The Georgia Senate has that power, and they're going to do it because the Senate here in Georgia is mostly Republican, majority Republican, and the Congress is majority Republican, so it will pass. It's going to pass in Congress, and once the Senate gets done with their investigation, they're going to boom, they're going to rubber stamp that shit, and it's going to be over for her. She will be impeached. There you go. So whatever happened to the DA, Miss? Oh, Paul Howard. Yeah, Paul Howard. He, Fannie ran against him. What's so funny? I'm glad you asked that question, Willis Olden. She ran against Paul Howard and beat Paul Howard because Paul Howard, for years, he was an incumbent. Nobody ever challenged him. Fannie Willis challenged him. For all we know, because Fannie Willis slandered Paul Howard, he could be goddamn behind this too. He could be behind this. He could have put investigators on her. He could have, you know what I'm saying? He could be feeding us information. Like I said, it's somebody in that DEA's office that's leaking stuff. So again, I think there's two Fed agents in there, but I'm not going to dismiss Paul Howard. He could be doing some shady shit too. He could be wanting revenge because